Guys, welcome back. Glad to have you here. Today, we're going to be speaking about brotherhood and loyalty, especially as men, because we've noticed in the world today and in this day and age, there's a lack of true, honorable brotherhood, and most men, most people on a whole, don't understand what true loyalty is.
Yeah, because we're very experienced with the groups of males that, say that they have your back, but they don't. And right now we're going to go into deep explanation on how you can move around it and find a better group for yourself.
Because what we've noticed and what we've realized is that to really excel and to really make your life flourish on a whole, especially as a man, you need to have a strong team. You need to have a strong brotherhood around you. True, real to the core brotherhood. Because that can work in your favor. But in opposition to that now, if you have fake brothers around you, if you have negative people around you, if you have cowards and disloyal people, it can work as a net negative to your life.
Yeah, it slows you down a lot. I know a lot of you guys want to be a lone soldier, the man that's off by himself on his path, which is completely fine. That's completely fine. But a brotherhood takes you to that step or wherever you want to reach quicker. So that is what you need to take into consideration, because it's not a bad thing at the end of the day. But if you surround yourself with a group of guys that are not really with you, it's going to show as well. So you need to fix that up and, find a group of like-minded individuals.
Because you can only go so far with the lone soldier route. Trust me, I've tried it. And I've realized on both paths that a true brotherhood, a true strong network of like-minded men working towards a common goal are leagues and miles above that lone soldier route. Because you can't really, there's a limitation to it. You're always going to hit a wall. With more men in your team, with more strong brothers around you, you have more avenues to shoot from.
And not only with your goals going to reach quicker, you get better ideas, you move to places faster, and you don't just think about things and not do them. You actually do it because that brother behind you is going to push you, not only in a negative way. Even by coming off negative, it's going to push you in a positive route. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it forces you to act. That's the masculine imperative, forcing you to act. But also, you can surround yourself with bad brothers that stifle you from acting. That's why we say it's such a key component in men's life. It can make or break a man. And we honestly notice it. That's why we've chosen to speak about this specific topic in this video.
Because us coming from a group back when we were younger, realized that certain people around us was kind of stifling our growth. And in order to move or excel, you have to cut them off. You have to find something new. It's fine. You don't have to steer off them in a bad way. You guys can just go each other way, but it's fine. You need to find a group that's going to push you further. Because I'm telling you, if you stay in that group, you're not going where you think you're going.
It's like a tumor. You need to cut it out of your body for your body to flourish, or it will expand into a virus and keep you stagnant and stuck. We, as he said, we have been a part of friend groups or multiple groups of individuals where we've seen that we've had that thought in our mind, like if shit was really to hit the fan or shit was really to go down, these people would not have our backs. These people will actually maybe aid the enemy. And that is not a good feeling. And maybe a lot of you watching have that said feeling. Really ask yourself, do these people have the best interest for me at heart? If I got in a fight, would they fight alongside of me and die beside me? Ask yourself.
Man, I tell you, man, like, seriously. I've been around a bunch of people that, I thought I was going to have my back in certain situations, but push come to shoves and anything happens, end up folding. But you know what? It's completely fine. As long as you know that you have to figure something out and move apart from that type of energy.
Yeah, so same thing with us. We more look into our friend group and our network very heavily, and we analyze it very strongly. And one main key indicator we've noticed, and you have to vet these people. You cannot just let everyone into your circle. You have to vet these individuals, right? So what you need to realize is any man that is not good with women, or it doesn't even have to just be women, but this is just an example for you guys at home to more understand what we're saying. Any man that is not good with women will never be good inside your circle, because he will eventually sell you out for the pussy.
Exactly. That's what you guys have to realize. Majority of the guys that you guys are talking to, they will be quick to sell it out just for an ex-female or for a female. Even the female that you are with today, they will bad mind you about that one female.
Envy you
over that one female. Because you're not good with women, but they see you doing well with women, so they don't want you to do well, so they drag you down with them.
And that's the mark of not being a good friend. It is as simple as that, and I know you people at home can relate. You can take it away from women. Do not hang around people. Do not have people in your group or network that are lacking in a certain area, because they will eventually sell you out for that same thing. Whether it be money,
keep that in mind.
Whether it be connections, whether it be women. I mean, we use the woman as an example for it's a worldwide phenomenon. People can relate to that more often than not. Men oftentimes get sold out by their own brethren for women.
But majority of the time we see it in nowadays times. The back door is open. They use women to get close to you, just to fuck you over. You have to look out for these things.
We've seen it. They've tried making them slide in. We've seen it firsthand.
Yeah, I've dealt with it firsthand.
Literally. And just because we're equipped with the game and we understand, we're able to point out these things and see what these people are doing.
Do you know what you guys don't understand? You don't really get to really know the type of persons you guys surround yourself with. The type of people you're surrounding yourself with are energy drainers. They're opportunists. They only do things that enlightens them in their favor. So anything that's going in for them and it can bring you down in that, they're going to do that.
And once you no longer serve them, they will just throw you away. Like that. Hang around people that feed off of you and feed off of each other. It's not a bias thing. Energy draining. They're just sucking from you, and when they're done, throw you away. No. You both feed off of each other. Same thing in our friendship, I can say. We feed off of each other. I strengthen him in his weaknesses. He strengthens me in my weaknesses. That's how it's supposed to work.
It's a competitive thing. I know a lot of you guys out there being a bit too sensitive when it comes to you and your brethren. In a little competition or something, you want to cry after that. But bro, it helps you in the long run. That's what you guys need to understand.
The masculine competition is prominent in a man's life. You need it. You need that good, healthy competition. You need that to propel yourself to heights you would have never thought you would reach.
Even you and your spouse or your significant other, you guys can still have a healthy competition in the relationship. That's going to boost the relationship to levels ahead. Majority of you guys just sit down and do the same thing every day with a girl. You don't try to challenge each other to do better or nothing. You're just stuck. Nowhere. Not going nowhere.
And with us, we have a certain creed in our brotherhood and friendship where you have to have a certain set morals and values about yourself. You cannot sell yourself for anything. If you stand for nothing, you will fall for anything. It's a common saying.
Man. And all you guys that always, dirty mocking your friends. I know it's what. Majority of guys, the guys try to play it off like it's a game, like it's a play thing. But deep inside your mind, you have a envy for that person. That dirty macking thing that you guys do now.
You can explain to them. Dirty macking is like
dirty macking is like you're basically clowning your friend in front of a person that he's interested in. Not for like fun or anything, but I know that some guys do it with the intention of bringing you down.
Yeah, it's a joke. But it's actually like this.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a joke. It's a lot of passive-aggressive. It's like a passive-aggressive state.
Yeah, most definitely. I've noticed that and I've seen that as well, where they will do a direct this and paint it as a joke. That is a feminine frame and that is feminine behavior.
It's very weak behavior. Matter of fact. It's not very straightforward.
Simple. And that's another key. Be straightforward with your friends.
Yeah, because we realize a lot of lies you guys put behind your friends. A lot of lies, actually.
A lot of lies. Friends, quote-unquote friends.
Friends.
Envious of your quote-unquote friends.
You guys would be seeing your friend going down the negative route and not saying nothing at all.
Is that a true friend?
Is that a friend?
If you saw me going down a negative path, doing complete opposite of what I'm doing now against my creed as a person, wouldn't you tell me?
Obviously, but you know what? These people have to hide because they do have proper intentions for that person. They don't want the best for that person. That's why.
And they don't have proper morals and values in themselves. Because you would tell me straight up, Christian, what are you doing? Get on the right path.
Exactly. That's how it's supposed to be.
Exactly. You call me a pussy if you have to. But that is the hallmark. And another thing I notice is, in the masculine friendship, it's like if you talk too harsh to men these days, they feel like you're bullying them. They feel like you're insulting them. What? You can't talk harsh to a man anymore for the betterment of himself. Why is it always... It's because they're too feminine.
They've been around too much females.
They have the females in their ears telling them rubbish on how to be a man. We've seen that. Since you are trying to talk straight to another man and tell him what he needs to do as a man, to propel him to greatness.
Don't you realize that when you're a kid, your father tell you what you're supposed to do, what you need to do? Straightforward.
No sugarcoating.
No sugar. That's how he turned you into a man. That's how you are the man today. It's straightforward. But no, ever since you grew up now, you want to switch from that.
I've been in friend groups, bro, where I would be talking straight to another man, bro, to lead him down the right path and tell him what he should be doing for the betterment of himself. He might not like it now, but later down the line, he will thank me. And it has happened before with those who listen. But some of them don't listen, and then the other friends are sugarcoating it. I would tell you straight, you're a pussy, bro. Straight. No, other friends are like, no, it's okay. It's okay if you want to do this. It's okay if you want to be a waste man. No. That will never help you. Sugarcoating will never, ever help you as a man.
Yeah, man, but just throw salt on the person that trying to genuinely help you. But the person that, Leo, come, let's smoke weed, let's go do this, let's drink, let's stay up till 4. That's the person you guys listen to. What is wrong with you guys?
Don't listen to the one who's genuinely trying to help you. And the ones that genuinely try to help you are the harshest.
It's going to come off harsh. That's reality. People that tell you lies, they're living in a false reality. They don't even know themselves. But those are the people you guys listen to. A joke.
It is crazy. You have to listen to people that live the life that you want to live and are like how you want to be. Well, it doesn't have to be about money. It doesn't have to be about any of that. Maybe their moral compass is like how you want your moral compass to be like.
Exactly.
Maybe they're brave. You want to be brave. Listen to them. It's as simple as that. But as we've seen in previous friend groups or friend groups like that, it all comes down to cowardice as well. They're afraid. They're afraid to tell the person when they're messing up.
Afraid to be disliked by the group or disliked by people when you call them out on their bullshit.
Or they're afraid to cut off people who are just draining them of their energy. It's all fear. That's why when we say, bro, it's in a true masculine brotherhood and friend group, it's either none of us die or we all die. Simple as that. Not one person should falter. You bring them up, you carry them on your back if you have to. Other people, if they see you in a fight, they'll probably film you.
Yeah, that's it nowadays. Filming the phone, the social media.
They will never intervene and try and help you and die by your side. No. They rather run away, film it, bro.
Before facing your truth, facing your purpose, facing what you brought upon yourself, you rather hide behind others. We've seen that a lot.
We've seen it all.
We've seen the throw the rock and hide behind mommy, or hide behind the friends, hide behind the group of friends when you do something bad. It doesn't make any sense. And you guys are not calling them out when they do foolishness. That's the problem.
Or speaking bad about their so-called friends. But when confronted, it's a different story. When you retaliate now, you're the bad guy, you're the bully. How is that the case? We can talk about the pussy hole in the parking lot. That started with his female. That whole thing started with a girl. Remember?
Yeah, but you know what's very key as well, we have to remember. Even what we're talking about now, the topic. If that brother, if his friends did call him out on that,
yes,
none of this would have went far as it should have.
No, not at all. But his friends are probably just hearing
his friends.
They're just hearing one side and say, yeah, man, yeah, yes.
That's the side they stick with.
Go. But they don't understand.
You clearly see the female is trying to start problems over the minor set of things that could be ignored. If they cared. Oh wait, they didn't care, right?
Yeah, they didn't care, but yet still it was an issue.
Yeah, but it was an issue, right? But if that one friend would have called him out and said, bro, just don't make her start. That's it.
No.
But no, you guys don't want to tell people where they go wrong. You just want to, just watch the chaos. That's the problem.
Because they love drama like women.
Too messy.
Yeah. They love the drama like the woman. That's how you know a weak friendship or weak men. They're controlled by women.
Yeah.
Their life dictates around women. Bend the gravel and bow for a woman.
I don't realize women want to be controlled.
Literally.
Women are doing the controlling nowadays. Because women are not men. Women are not men.
Yeah, exactly.
It's ridiculous.
Women will always, I've seen it in a lot of friends. Once women are involved and you're not rolling with some real G's, they will cause drama and combust the friend.
And then expect the men to back it. Oh wow, you throw a bottle at somebody's head. Go find it.
What? And they will push the men. Yes. How are you gonna let Christian get away with this? Don't let Christian.
And if you don't do what they say, you're the biggest pussy in the world.
Yeah. And then guess what? You do what that pussy did and come and try something.
Failed miserably.
I look like even a bigger pussy hole. It is insane in the world.
I never bring a girl up. Who passed that?
You would never. You would be embarrassed. Anyways, so yes, that's what we've seen.
Do it for the girl, but don't bring her.
No. You're doing something for the girl, but you don't bring her because you know what you're doing is not right.
And you know that's not you, my guy.
And you know who we're talking about. That's the funny part.
Scratch it.
Anyways. So yes, that's the key now, and a lot of people as well. A lot of people will act as if they're brave or act as if they have your back. Now I will say those are even worse than the friends who sugarcoat and are cowards.
Yeah,
that's even worse.
Yeah, truly.
Because they're the true fence sitters.
Yeah, man.
And they will make you die.
Yeah, damn near. Watch you walk off the bridge. They would see that the panel is shaking, but go on.
Yeah. If you ever watch the movie 300 with the Spartans, one traitor kill them all.
Cause the kingdom to fall. Guess what? A lot of your friends that you guys hanging around with, they will sink the ship just for their personal
gain. Or for the woman in their ears. Or for a man who will aid them more in the future. It may be. If they see a benefit.
Yeah, man, they will sell you out for maybe. Maybe so. How? Maybe.
That's the crazy part. They'll sell you out for a maybe. These are not your friends, G.
Choose you guys' friends wisely. Because I've seen it a lot. Especially in this country.
Yeah. And if it happens in this country, it happens all around the world. A lot of people can relate to it.
That is why we speak on these type of topics, because we know other people are going through said experience. See,
300 of the greatest warriors, strongest warriors, were massacred and brutalized just because of one hunchback traitor, ugly bastard. Watch the movie. Oh my God, that's one of the only movies that made me feel emotional. You saw the warrior spirit, the clan. Only 300 Spartans against thousands of Persians.
And they would have won.
And they would have won.
Just because of one person.
One person. And guess what? He sank the ship just because he could be a part of the Spartan tribe. He was handicapped, so he couldn't be a part of it. So what does he do? Sell them out for materialistic gain. The other Persian king, Xerxes, gave him all the gold and the diamonds and the woman, everything he could ever want. And he sold them out just for that. Killed some of the greatest soldiers in history for what? Gold? Diamonds? Women? Come on, man. And that is a valuable lesson for you all.
Yeah, so take it how you mean.
The time that you really notice who is with you and who is not with you is in the harsh moments. When there is gain, when there is a maybe, when there's something better on the horizon.
That is when you really truly see who's with you or is not.
When it's harsh times and they have to stick by you.
When push come to shove. If you don't have a place to stay, you start hear this friend. Oh, well, this excuses. I know you guys tired of hearing those excuses, but you know if it was inverse, swap back around, and it was on your hand, you would have helped them in a heartbeat. Those are the type of people you guys need to watch out for.
And especially when things are good.
Right.
The women are on and
when things are going good for you, now you see them start push up in your circle. They want to get closer to you all of a sudden. How was it there? How was your parents? But when I had nothing or I was down, where were you?
All of a sudden want to check on you. Hi, how you doing?
Hi, how you doing? People hitting up your phone from back 4 years ago. They're not your friends.
And I'll be real and I'll be honest. You see when we went to Colombia too? People that I've known for a while back
never would have checked up on you.
Never would have checked up on me before. And as soon as I landed, Medellin, Colombia, posted up on the Instagram story.
Man,
call, text. Hey, how you doing?
All of you guys, your father own a boat, all of a sudden you see them start texting on the Sunday morning. They're not your friends, man.
They are not your friends. They are stragglers, leeches. And it's the God's honest truth. We've experienced it.
You know, you're going to hate us for the truth.
No, but they always hate the people for telling the truth.
But guess what? You're going to still tell the truth.
And you can tell them even with me. I've seen that. This is how I know Carter was a real youth, a real guy. Even with people, I've seen it so many times. Obviously, you know how I air my viewpoints and I'm very brave and loud and proud with everything. Most of you probably know me watching this. I've seen a lot of people sell me out, whether it be for a woman, materialistic gain, anything like that. Again, a maybe, as we said, a maybe. Just because I speak my mind. Just because I'm showing bravery and other people feel uncomfortable with it.
Yeah, man, but you guys quick to judge the next person when you know that you do the same rubbish. Don't make no sense.
It doesn't make any sense, bro. And you guys really need to heed our message in this video I really understand what we're trying to say to you, because a strong brotherhood can take you to places you will never thought you would ever reach. And you always need that person next to you. You're feeding off of each other. He makes you stronger when you are weak.
Because you guys have to realize that even when we're speaking about brotherhood, it's the same for the opposite sex. It's the same for the females as well. You guys can help each other. Stop tearing each other down, because we realize that females just tear each other down as well.
When they're ready.
When they're ready, and when they do, they do.
Yeah, they do more than
enough.
More than enough, to the extreme.
But you guys can help each other as well. That is our message.
Because the difference between men and women, right? The women are friends and boasting about each other and bigging each other up. The whole time they're friends, telling each other they're pretty and beautiful and this man doesn't deserve you, blah, blah, blah.
But once you see that friend, you get a certain man that you did want, it's a problem them time.
And as soon as the friendship is broken, all of a sudden she's ugly.
Real spill come out.
You're ugly anyways.
Everything started hit the
that man cheated on you.
Man.
How come that never came about when you guys were friends?
Alright. You guys need to build a strong sisterhood and a brotherhood with a real genuine people that you have to take time and you have to put them through trials and tribulation to really see who that person is.
Yes.
Not only just cause him have a Benz, make me and him become bro. You love likes. No, that is not the way.
You love likes and sweets too much.
Figure out if the person is a genuine person. When push comes to shove, is that person going to help you as you would have helped them? That is how you find real people in this world. They're here.
Yeah, definitely.
But majority of guys' friendship fake. I just being real.
And whether it be online or offline, because you can have and find a strong network online as well as offline too. But really and truly, same thing we said with women. It's in the hard times where you realize
that should be quoted
who's really with you. And they are not, as you said, vetting the people in their circle, in their network, and in their brotherhood. They're not vetting. It's just because what they have, what they can
just when
gain.
they are opportunists. That's that opportunist mentality that majority of you guys have. Self-gain is what you guys chase after.
And when you see people that do not have that opportunist mindset, keep them close.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep them very close, because I would say a lot of people in the world have that opportunist mindset.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
That leech mindset.
Definitely.
Where they just want to take and take and take.
But the thing with opportunist mindset, it's not a bad, it can be a good and a bad thing, because you can still have that mindset and help your peoples as well. Not only, you just look for it for self-gain, you can look for it as well, it can help your brother or your sister or anybody else. But no, majority of you guys do it for self-gain. And you guys will go to levels just to get that self-gain. You will disrespect your own parents.
Tell them why. Yes.
But it gets deep. It does.
They will disrespect a person you know for years.
For years. Just
because he has a Benz.
It doesn't make any sense.
He has this.
That's a drone mentality.
And I feel like traitors will get the karma coming to them. We've had our fair share of traitors and betrayals, as you guys know if you watch our videos. But they will definitely always get the karma that is coming to them. I believe God always punishes traitors no matter what, because it is not honorable.
Yeah, because if you're very spiritually in tune with yourself, you will realize that karma is a real thing.
Very real.
And the energy that you put off is what you receive. For sure.
Most definitely.
So you guys can take that into consideration.
And same thing with Judas and Jesus in the Bible. Eventually Judas got punished.
Got what he had coming for.
He had to, he burned him at the stake. Made them nail him on the cross. But no worries. Maybe in this life, they might be successful. But people don't realize there's a next life. there is beyond these worldly pleasures and these worldly materialistic stuff.
Materials that you guys chase and desire. But you realize that once you get that, you're empty. What next?
Yeah.
You guys don't know yourself.
Going back to the traitor in 300, he got all of it.
What
he
next?
got everything. And when they backed them up in the field, the hot gates they were called, Leonidas, the leader of the 300 Spartans, looked at him and said, I forgot his name, Hephaestus or something like that, and said to him, you, I hope you live forever. Now, to them, that was the biggest insult ever, because the Spartans, they liked the idea of dying because they're dying for a cause. They're dying for their brothers. They're dying beside each other.
Exactly.
That's like a blessing.
Exactly. There's true meaning to life, but if you chase these worldly desires, you will crumble with this world that's going to crumble.
And in the movie, he started crying. The traitor started crying because he then realized no matter what Xerxes could have given him, he sold himself and he sold his soul.
That's key. That's the key.
So, guys, thank you guys for watching.
It's been real.
It's been always real as usual.
Make sure you guys check out the Instagrams as well. Follow us on all platforms. We're on TikTok as well. And check out those in the description.
And you can join my Telegram channel in the description. Knowledge, wisdom, insight. And also, I give you a little secrets for plans in the future. Thank you guys for watching. Be brave, be courageous, have a strong brotherhood, and be loyal. So we're out.